Yeah, I think skate scene is a few thousand skaters in Zambia. Obviously, the top guys are in the capital city. I think here we got maybe like a couple of top international level guys. We have so the way our skate organization is we have different clubs in different cities around the country. So I think we got like 7 or 8 cities that we're in, 7 or 8 clubs. I'm sure you know our guys from Mongu. In Mongo, we even have the only skate park in Zambia. Um, and there, it's where we also have the most girl skaters because of the park, and they got some boards that people send to them more regularly. So, all of Zambia, I would say we have about 3,000 to 4,000 skaters, and this is just spread across different cities. Um, we host our own competitions. We have 3 national competitions where you get like the most points in our ranking system. And then in every city they can host as many club competitions, but we just pick 3 of those for our national ranking. So I would say in a year we have three big competitions. Two in Lusaka, one in Mongu at the skate park. And most of our supplies come from donations. I think most of Zambia, like it's just stuff that people donate and send over here, and we just spread it across the country. We've received skateboards from Hard Supply once, or received 100 completes. So yeah, our local skateboarding brands are Far Out Skateboards, Cherry Skateboards, and Thunder Empire. And like, in the skate scene, what's common is like, somebody will buy a brand new board, skate a little bit, those who can afford it. And then they will, they'll sell it to some other guy at a lower price. And that guy will use it for a bit and sell it. So, you'll find that there's some boards that the board has been around maybe like 4 or 5 years. You can barely even recognize it. But, for some guys who can't really afford a brand new board, that's just how they, get into it. But mostly it is donations that we receive. That's how we get our equipment. Yeah, so how we get to the World Skateboarding Tour, bro, is just hustling. We really hustle. I'm sure you see we always have a GoFundMe. We talk to local companies, like, we show them how good the guys are, and we show them that, like, this is good for the community when kids can see that they should be spending their time skateboarding and not just doing drugs or being in the club, that if you sponsor these guys to go, other young people will want to focus on their talents. So, we work with local companies. Very few times we get money from the government, but that's not common. Our government does try to be supportive. They help us write letters to talk to companies, but it's not all the time that they come through. So really it's just about us and how creative we are, how we're able to raise money from our community, companies, reach out to our friends abroad, etc. These world skateboarding competitions are really beautiful, man. I've been to one myself. And like I can tell you, man, just, being able to meet a top pro skateboarder, like, I met like Shane O'Neill, Chris Jocelyn. And, these guys, like when you go there, they're just really real. They just talk to you like, you're a normal person. Like they're superstars, but, they just keep it really real. And I think, I'm in the older generation of skaters. So I know like, skateboarding is just about being who you are. But I feel like when these young guys see that, oh, like, Chris Jocelyn is treating me just like I'm his homie, like I'm his equal. When they come back into the scene, that's how they behave. And I think that's what keeps a strong sense of community. And just on a skateboarding level, I remember watching Shane O'Neill. He just got off the plane. He comes to the skate park in Dubai, and he does crook nollie flip. First try on a rail he's never skated. And, for me, just watching that, and with my homies watching that, it just kind of makes you realize that, to get to that level of top skateboarding, you really have to just kind of, see yourself as the best. Because, these guys don't even think about bailing. Like, the mindset for a lot of these guys is like, there's no hard trick. They're all just tricks. You always go for it 100%, no fear. And, all the guys that have went, their level has dramatically improved. I'm sure you've seen Innocent and Mukuka. I think they're skating at the highest level in Africa. And it's because, both of them have been to 3 or 4 of these competitions, and now they're motivating the homies to step up their game. Yeah, like I said, we only have one skate park in Mongu. In Lusaka, we have like these local skate spots where, like, so our association, which I'm in charge of right now, like we go to like these like sporting complexes and malls all around the country actually, and we just say, hey, we got these kids, they're skating on the road right now. We notice that you have this empty parking lot. Can we bring some rails and grind boxes? And most of the times they say yes. Sometimes they say no. And then we just build our own rails. We work with local carpenters, local welders. Sometimes guys even make stuff, guys who are good with their hands, and that's just the stuff we skate. We do have land we've been given for a huge skate park. We want to build something like a world skate park, and right now we're raising money for that. But that's going to take a bit of time, but we're confident we can hopefully get something done in the next year or two. But yeah, so we have like these DIY skate spots, but one skate park. So yeah, the skate park, the maybe that you've seen in Zambia, is not in the capital city. It's actually in some remote area, very far away, 9 hours from the city. It was built like with a grant in partnership with UNICEF or one of these. I think UNICEF and UNDP. Yeah, so and that's actually where we also have one of the fastest growing skate scenes with most of the female skaters because they have a permanent park. One of our homies, Johnny, runs a local nonprofit, and he's always organizing boards for them. I'm sure you'll see tomorrow he's going to post some boards that he's got for the community that side. Yeah, if you want to support our scene, just like our posts, share the content because people see our content, and sometimes somebody will come to Zambia and be like hit us up and saying, yo, I'm in Zambia, I brought some boards, or maybe they just want to come skate, and once they meet the kids and then they see like how skateboarding is making a difference in these kids' lives, they go back home, and sometimes if it's in a country where there's more resources, they start like a project to come support us or support our scene. So I think it's really important just to if you see we've got a if you see we're raising money, even if you can't contribute, just share the link. If you see guys have posted clips, just reshare the posts because I think that once every time we get out there, every time people see the skating and the scene, somebody always gets inspired. And people always just want to work with us. People are always calling with us because we work with really young kids. We're telling kids, yo, don't be like there's a lot of kids who meet up to fight. There's kids who just are always like drinking, doing drugs, whatever. But when they come to the skate scene and they see everybody's like fit, healthy, when a guy takes a gnarly slam, like it's like tough, kids get like excited with that raw energy. So, and I think like the more our skateboarders get out there, the more skateboarding becomes popular. Kids will be choosing skateboarding, and the whole skateboarding family, which I think has got like a lot of good mentors and good role models. So I think like if we can make skateboarding like really popular, really attractive, I think we can help a lot of kids.